It's Mohim for Boxing Domination, and today I'm joined by two-weight cruiserweight world champion and now the new cruiserweight BKB world champion, the marvelous Marko Martinjak, joining me from Croatia. Marko, my friend, how are you?
Hello, Mohim. I'm fine, and thank you for inviting me to this interview. And how are you, brother?
I'm doing really well. I'm gutted I couldn't see you as I was in Portugal, but I did watch your fight live on pay-per-view. You absolutely smashed it in your fight against Jerome. What's it like to get revenge?
Revenge is always sweet, and I prove to everyone, to first to myself, and then to everybody that fight in Dubai was only pure luck for him, and one shot that he made it, that was just lucky punch. That's it.
I remember you telling me every single time since then, we've done about two interviews, one over the uh, we done one over Zoom, one face to face at the BKB when you was a special guest, and you kept saying, "Mohim, watch. When I get my chance again, I will stop him, and this time I'm going to make it a punishment." And you did make it a punishment. It was a very, it was a performance that the Bareknuckle fans will never forget. What was it like for you to get inside the ring? What was the training preparation like for this fight?
Listen, preparation was the same for like the fight in Dubai. You saw my physical shape. I was in great shape. You saw that, and mentally I was also like the first fight went stoppage for him, and many of fighters would take the rest 6 months to 1 year, but my head doesn't allow that, and I'm not that kind of guy. And like Adesanya won against Pereira, now I won against Hatch.
It was a very good win against a 50-fight veteran in MMA who was previously ranked number one according to BoxRec and many other websites as well. But now you've taken the crown. You've got so many belts behind you. You are Police Gazette World Champion. You are BKB World Champion. You've gone to BYB and you've also conquered BYB now as well. What's the next plan for you? What's the next plan for the Marvelous?
Listen, mate, about box threats, I don't give a shit about that because I was seventh ranked. Now I'm fourth. Max Bellamy, who has only one fight, is after me. Houston Alexander, who is heavyweight, and the guys who are heavyweights are before after in front of me. So that's the stupid. They were supposed to put me on the first place because I had two weight divisions. I have three belts, and really I don't know what is next for me because I'm taking like 15-20 days of the rest because I was in training camp like 6 months, and when I lost in Dubai, I was resting like 1 week. I couldn't wait to get to enter the gym again and start preparation for this fight. And when they confirmed it, I just from training once per day, I put it 2 trains per day, because I always train like 1 training per day, and when they confirm the fight, then we go in the actual camp. We always make like mini camp for the big camp. So I come ready because from muscle fibers and stuff like this, all the stuffs that hurts our sports athletes like me. And I had a lot of injury problems in this camp. My nose also was broke on the sparring session. My elbow was hurting. I couldn't stretch my right arm. And I want to thank you to one polyclinic when I was going for therapy. They made a massive job and heal my elbow. And 1 week before fight, it was a big pressure on me. No big pressure because I lost. And I do like one Cinderella story. I returned. I returned stronger than I was before the fight in Dubai, and I'm very happy about it. And now it's only the sky is the limit. Not only the sky, only the space is the limit.
Love the motivational word. Space is the limit. You know, you just want to keep going until just the doors being completely open. Now, 7 wins, 7
Eight.
KOs. Sorry,
Eight.
correct.
8 wins. Listen, I lost first fight against Michael Ferry, but then I fight one guy in Hartlepool on BKB 3. Then I won, and then I challenged Billy Houghton.
Oh yeah.
They didn't put that fight on the box sets or typology, but I talked to Tom Ross and to Jim on Saturday and Sunday. They're gonna send the details them to that they write that win. Yes, 8 wins, 8 knockouts.
8
Two
wins,
losses,
8 KOs.
knockout.
100%. 8 wins, 8 KOs. Fans, you cannot blame me. You know, I got the information from the website, but the website didn't have it. But yeah, the champ has 8 wins, 8 KOs. Where does the power come from? Because every single time, honestly, from one thing I've seen is whenever you fight someone, it's always either KO someone or get knocked out. But it's always you've got the revenge on your opponents every time. And where does that huge power come from? Because I know you're a boxer, but the power is just there, never goes.
But listen, I'm a big guy, I'm like 95 kilos in a full camp. I cut 8.5 kilos for this fight. And the power is always here. But listen, speed X mass gives you the power. And when you have speed, you have the power to KO everybody. Jarome is a brute strength. He's brute. He's very strong. When he was fighting in the clinch, I felt his power because he's an MMA fighter. He has a bigger and muscular upper body than me. But I had speed. I had movement. I had speed. That is the way I fight.
Yeah, and one thing about Croatian fighters I can say is Croatian fighters, they hit hard. We have Marko Martinjak, Alen Babic, Filip Hrgovic, all 3 guys, all from Croatia, just hit like absolute mules. Like, you guys can probably knock out a bloody gorilla, mate, honestly.
Yeah, listen, and I think that I am the only bare knuckle fighter who has so many wins, 100% knockout.
Yeah. I mean, previously it was Barry Jones, but Barry Jones went distance with Johnny Tello.
Yeah, I know. No distance for me.
Yeah.
Like Antonio Plaziba said, I only train for 1 round.
It is. And you've got your fights in UK. It's always at the O2. You fought at the duty-free tennis stadium in Dubai, which was historic. Soon there will be another fight in Thailand again. Do you want to fight in Thailand? Maybe, mark another country?
I was talking to Jim and Joe. They also have plans in Kazakhstan for BKB show. Maybe Kazakhstan, maybe Thailand. I don't know. I told them, me and coach told them, first we got rest, then we're gonna talk about new fights, and that's it. Wherever they're gonna put me to fight, I'm gonna fight. No matter who, no matter where, and no matter what time is it.
And guys, the first news outlet that's going to be telling you guys about Marko Martinjak is Boxing Domination. So do not miss out. Marko, one of the things I have to ask you is you're always in a great mood before and after the fight, win, lose, or draw. Mentally, what was it like for you to go out there and get the win? Just on the mental side.
24 Croatian people came from Croatia to support me on the fight night, and many bare knuckle champions like Dan Larwell, Jimmy Sweeney, James Connelly was also in my corner, so that an English fans stood with my fans, and when I was waiting to walk out in the ring, my coach told me, listen, brother, nobody but us, just listen to me. They are here nice, but you are in that ring and I'm here to guide you. Just listen to me. Never mind them. Focus on him and focus on my voice. And I saw when he was coming in the ring, he was like always like me and look, man, you can't scare me. I'm from Croatia, We had like when I had like 500 fights in the street, man. Like a child, like a bouncer, like I was in front of the gun, in front of the knife, in front of the baseball bats. The couple of the 3, 4 fights coming in once for me. So I don't get scared, man. I'm scared of the God. Only He can judge me, and only He can say, "Now you lose, now you win." On Saturday or Sunday was my night, and when I saw him, I was like, the cameraman was in front of me. I was like this to see him, and he was like this. I said to myself, "He's mine." And maybe I overreacted on the press conference and on the weigh-ins, but he started first with that trash talk. You know that I'm not the guy who talks trash. But man, if you start, I'm gonna finish it, and I finished that in the ring, and I'm gonna finish for eternity in the third fight when it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna finish it.
First fight being in Dubai, second fight being in, my hometown, well, place where I live, place where you fight all the time, London. Um, would we see a trilogy between yourself and Jarome, and it'll be another BKB BYB clash?
Yes, but I told him after fight when I was in the ring, when the Clive bring up my hand, I said to him, "Listen, third fight, yeah, okay, no problem. I give you. I fought you 2 times in a trigon. You couldn't catch me. Now we fight in a BKB ring under BKB rules. So let's dance. One last dance with me, with him and me."
Do you think personally it will be harder for him in a bigger ring like the BKB ring?
He likes small surfaces, and he said that. And the BKB ring, you have 4 corners, not 3. But man, he couldn't stand with my footwork and my speed in the trigon. How are you gonna supposed to fight me in the ring? Ben Ricardo, you know Ben Ricardo, who is a journalist. He said to me, "I'd never seen such a good movement in the trigon when I saw you." And he asked me, why you so talented fighter, why your professional career went wrong? I said to him, because of logistics.
Honestly, I can completely agree with that because in boxing, I know you were a journeyman, but I know how the whole journeyman scheme works because I'm still a journalist in boxing. I've been doing it for 7 years since the age of 14, and a lot of the fights I know in like Serbia, I'm not going to mention any opponents, but a lot of them are fixed where they sort of make the away corner lose. And I know you've had to be in a lot of those times where you probably just felt, I can knock this guy out, but I'm just having to lose because I have to get some money on the plate, really. And I completely understand it. The casuals don't understand it, but we will go through it very soon. Me and you will do a podcast very soon, one episode, and we'll expose all those people in the
No
most legal way
problem.
possible. The most
No
legal way
problem.
possible.
Listen, I'm the guy who will talk what he's on the mind. I'm not scared of anybody. I will tell. It's like that, and it's like that.
And in terms of your footwork, though, I have to be really honest. It is very surprising to see someone so big in size because you're sort of you're very tall, sort of slimish size, but you are someone that moves very fast for someone who's you know who can make heavyweight limit. So I'll be honest.
Listen, I
Yeah.
am heavy. I am 95, 96 kilos regular.
Oh, is that off weight, off camp?
No, that is my regular weight in a full-time camp.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Makes
And
sense.
without shit stuff. I only take food and supplements. I don't take needles and shit like that.
A lot of fighters like Canelo Alvarez and many other fighters who have failed drug tests, including Conor Benn, which became a very massive scandal in boxing. I do want to ask you, what ways do you think promoters, commissions should do to avoid drug testing? To avoid drug cheats in the sport of boxing and bare knuckle?
They should to put like in the UFC. You know, I listen. If I am like, if I had like the big platform like UFC or fuck, sorry, like I had in UFC, the guys who testing they can come every time, every day, every hour. They can ban. So in training camp, off training camp, they should come in and test the boxers.
Yeah, I think that's the real reason why there's so less drug scandals in the UFC compared to any other MMA organizations, and especially now in boxing
Look
as
at
well.
PFL. Look at PFL.
Yeah,
Professional Fighting League in USA. How many? Six or eight of them failed to drug tests.
that's insane. Insane. I
Yes.
mean, what's the drug testing like in bare knuckle boxing? I never asked anyone this.
Well, I don't know. I never had one. I had a drug test on marijuana, on cocaine, on heroin, on stuff like that. But drug tests or that kind of stuff, nobody asked me. And for BYB, you have to give food example if you for hepatitis and for HIV.
Because bare knuckle boxing's, a great sport. It's my favorite sport now, I'll be honest. It's watching guys like you, Jimmy Sweeney, Dan Chapman, and all those lots, Barry Jones. But I do have to ask you, do you think there should be more drug testing or, just drug testing in general, like the way USADA does it with UFC and bare knuckle?
Listen, Mohim, I don't really care about that because if those guys gonna sell tickets, if those guys their fans gonna buy pay-per-view, if they gonna fill the arena to fight me, I don't care. As long as the paycheck is good, I fight everybody.
As long as the paycheck is good. And coming up to one of the two last questions I've got, because I know you've had a very tough fight, well, a very sort of like a very
Listen, I
comfortable.
had last night good sleep because on Sunday to Monday I maybe sleep 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, too many messages, too many everything, and I couldn't sleep because of adrenaline and happiness. I was so wasted yesterday. I couldn't eat in the evening when I came home, but I make myself to eat and then I went to sleep.
You've got so many belts behind you. I mean, do you want to show off some of your belts? I mean, they are shiny. Oh my God.
They shine like a cream on the top.
They look good, man. They look good. They look good. They look really
Thank
good,
you.
honestly.
And I listen. I told you my one belt from BKB. What I got when I defended the first time BKB title is at my friend house. He's keeping it, and that belt from kickboxing. My ex-wife, when we get divorced, she destroyed. She destroyed. So.
Ah, yeah, no, I still remember
She
that.
was jealous about that, but shit happens.
Shit happens, yeah. I mean, listen, one belt went, another one came.
That is like with the girls. One left to come.
Oh my God. You know what? One of the things I wanted to ask you last time, I just didn't get the time to. I was a bit intimidated because, that day at the O2, you had no sleep, and I didn't want to make the Marvelous get angry.
No, I can't get angry. Listen, I can't get angry with you. Look at your baby face. You're like a child. You have to trim your beard so you will be like 12 years old.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's the biggest compliment I got this
You're
year.
welcome. But you're still ugly guy.
I got hair.
We will see in a couple of years, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I want to ask you though.
Listen. Sorry to interrupt. Better bald hair than the gray hair.
Oh yeah, true. Look, Marco, I need to ask you though, what inspires you to get inside the ring? So there's a lot of people who say their mom, their child, or there might be like a mentor from when they were young. What inspires you every day to get up and train, go to the gym, sacrifice all those hours, shred all those blood for the very good, joyous moments?
This is me. This is me. This is the best man I am. And when I wasn't man like I am right now today, I got in the trouble. I got in the jail, and my life was really shitty, and it turns upside down. I was here. I was two-time world champion right that time, and then I was here. Now I'm here again. I becoming the global star in bareknuckle. Many kids want to take a photo with me. Many fans want to take photos with me. I got a lot of support. I got much love from them, and this is what is keeping me going. And I love it. I love this, and I am the fighter. I am the warrior, and God gave me one talent, and this is to be the best man in the work I do, and I want to fully take on that talent to be the greatest, like I am.
I have a lot of respect for fighters, and especially fighters like you, who I know very personally now, and someone who works very hard. I know you're rocking a very nice watch as well, so I have to give a compliment.
What? Watch?
Yeah, nice watch.
Mm.
A G-Shock. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I treated with this baby after Dubai, bro.
No, it looks good, man. Honestly, G-Shock looks good on everyone always. I'm always
Nah, not
looking
on
up.
everyone. Nah, don't talk like that, man. You have to be. Nah, it doesn't fit you. It fits me, not you. I'm kidding, brother.
Marco, one thing I need to definitely ask you is, and this is a bit of a thing for Jim Freeman Dove and Joe Brown, the chairman of BKB, who have been working continuously to deliver good fights for fans. I know since they got you, the fans have just been, really loving it, really. And you know, I want to ask you. I've asked you last time, how's the relationship with Jim and Joe? And yeah, if you can tell me a bit about that.
My relationship with Jim and Joe from the first day was a relationship full of respect and love for them, for me. And they gave me a second shot when I lost to Michael Ferry to find myself in this sport. And they stood with me when I had the rough times. And they also give me opportunity. After all of that, they didn't mind my past, like in Croatia. They're always digging up my past, and I will always be for them the hooligan, the prisoner, And they are like family to me, especially with Terry, who is Jim's wife. Sending big regards to her. She's like, they are both to me. We have one special relationship with all of three of them, and I'm very grateful and very thankful to be in their team, to represent BKB in the world, to represent my family, and to me is to every camp, every fight, I give all my best. because they gave me the shots. This was the third shot after my sentence. They gave no yes third shot, and I just saying with my wins, I also say on that way thank you for them, and I am thanking again them for stood at my side.
100%. And what a lovely message from the BKB World Champion and Police Gazette Champion, the marvelous Marko Martinjak. Champ, before we end the interview, is there anything you'd like to say maybe to your sponsors and the fans who have been watching and showing continuous support?
I just want to say thank you everybody for showing such a love and support when I was down, and again when I was up now, when I get my revenge against Hatch. Thank you. I always answer my fans on Messenger or Instagram. I'm not that kind of guy who will see the message and just move it. I always answer my fans either thank you or maybe some bigger message, and I think because of that they love me more. They love my fights, and in every fight, I promise you, in every fight in the future, every fight I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be match improver, and you can enjoy. And thank you all for your support, and follow my brother Mohim and his boxing Dominion. He is a great guy. He's my brother, and thank you.
Respect to you, Marko, and make sure you guys follow the marvelous Marko Martinjak. And we will be catching up with him before BKB 33 in July as Jimmy Sweeney fights Arnold Levici. And before the interview's done, I want to ask you just a quick question, just a rapid one we've done. Who do you think will win and how? Jimmy Sweeney and Arnold Levici.
Jimmy.
And that's
Jimmy,
wrap.
I have respect for Arnold. I have big respect for that guy. I saw his fights, 2 fights in a life, and I have massive respect for that guy. But I think that fight's gonna that is a similar fight. Jimmy boxer and me, and Hatch and Lionel. And Lionel is more technical improver than Hatch, but he's also brawler. He wants to get inside. And Jimmy, I think Jimmy, and I hope so, think Jimmy will gonna take advantage of that.
And that's the interview wrapped with the marvelous Marko Martinjak. Thank you, Marko, joining me from Croatia, and we'll speak to you very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.